You're listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome to Polished Woman, ladies. Once another good episode today. I'm excited because I have with me the ultimate polished woman. Please join us and tweet me at Jessica Bunevach. Okay, let's start. I truly believe that women can do anything, but sometimes trying to do everything at once can start to take its toll on anyone. Sometimes it feels like there aren't any hours in the day to do everything that I need to do. I know I'm not alone in feeling this way, trust me. Sometimes I need to reorganize and reprioritize, but I know that this doesn't always feel possible. Finding that balance is key though, especially when you're running a business like this too. I'm introducing the girl on my right, which is, I think she's like the ultimate polished woman for me. I mean, she will share with you everything that she does on her everyday life. Today, I'm joined by the incredible Danielle McPartlin, the owner of Plate Therapy, a meal delivery company serving select areas of Los Angeles.
Yay!
Yay! And she's also the wife of Brian McPartlin.
He's my other half. I'm his better half.
And we have Edwina. What is the last name of your? She's married now. I knew her when she was Smith. I knew her when she was like still single. So and now she's married. She just got married like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And she's now also starting a business. So I think you know what we're gonna talk about. It's really more of about balancing married life with kids. Business, and of course, things that you want to do for yourself. Mm-hmm. So before I was married, I was a single mother. I was lucky enough that at the time I was still in the Philippines where it's easy to find a nanny. And that's because I was modeling and acting. I had flexible schedule. This gave me opportunities that a lot of working mothers, single or not, don't have in terms of spending time with their children. And now that I'm married, my time is divided between my family and what they need and what it is that I do need in my life. So, Danielle.
Yes. How do we do it all? It's so crazy, right?
It's crazy, but I'm telling you, Edwina, I invited her for you because normally we have like a guest co-host and then a guest that needs the advice and. I normally, invite someone that has the experience. And I'm like in awe of this girl. Like I met her, I wanted to get her as my surrogate mother.
That's true. That was the best meeting ever.
That's how we met and we got close after that.
Yeah.
And I just see that, she's like always like this. Even in the gym, she's so polished.
It's amazing.
She's she goes to the gym so beautiful and all dressed up and so pretty. And then she goes from taking the kids to school and going back to her husband, reading scripts, and then she'll work out, and then she's like amazing.
I don't know about that, but we just, you have to find that balance.
Yeah.
And it is hard to make yourself a priority when you have all those things to do.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on myself too, because I feel like, the kids definitely take priority. My husband needs a lot of attention as well.
Yeah.
And then we've got this little thing called Plate Therapy that's growing so much that you do have to really prioritize and figure out what needs to be checked off that list first.
So what do you want to ask her since you just got married 3 years ago? Is there anything you want to know?
Well, I guess for me it is about balance. Like I'm trying to find right now a way to get everything done in the day, So for example, I've started writing like lists because I just can't get it all done. And so I guess it is just trying to find that sort of that balance, of like catering to your husband, making sure the house is okay.
That's the worst
Keeping
part.
time for yourself as well, because that's like a huge part that often gets overlooked.
Right.
Yes.
So, I guess I'm just like, it's a big learning curve for me of just
I feel
keeping it.
And I feel like once you do get your systems in place, my week checklist
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
need, my overview of what I need to get done that hopefully I'll get done within 5 days because I try not to work on the weekends.
Yeah.
But then I've got my monthly thing too, because I've got bigger picture trying to move the business forward. So what I need to do, I'm working on a new business plan so we can take on investors. So that's not one thing I can get done in a day, but I'm trying to carve out 2 hours a day to work towards that. So it's not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
So you mean you have the 2 hours a day for yourself?
Well, that's just for me to work beyond the business for the business. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've got my daily things that I need to do, wake up, get the kids ready for school, pack the lunches, get them off. And once they're off, my schedule, I always head to the gym. If I don't get it done first thing in the morning, I know I'm not going to get it done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I don't get it done, I am a grumpy bitch. And everybody can feel it and everybody knows it. So I take that 1 hour and then I don't feel like I'm cheating myself. And then I'll head to work. And I'll just start working. But I have to come home because our kitchen, everybody's coming into the kitchen. We have a grab and go fridge there, so I don't get anything done. It's just nice to talk with all the clients, and then I go home and get my work done.
So how do you think can men understand balance of the household? Do you explain them?
They will never fucking understand the balance of the household. I mean,
know,
let's
right?
get real here. They have no idea what we all do. They really don't.
They don't.
They don't.
My husband has no idea.
Yeah, because they're not home.
Yeah.
They're not home.
My husband's still asking where the kids' socks are, and they've been in the same freaking place for now 9 years. You know what I mean? Like, but it's because if they act like they know, then we assume they can take on more responsibility.
Yeah.
So I feel like they play dumb a little bit too. For real. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. But
how do you
No,
how do you
I
explain this to your husband? I mean,
my husband is very, I hate to say this on this, but he's very manic. Like, he's hyped up. He goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and because I can't keep up with him.
Yeah.
So his expectation of me is that I'm going to be going at 1,000,000 miles an hour like him.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband gets up at like really early in the morning, and sometimes he won't get home from work until 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and he will have just been going all day.
Yeah.
So then he'll say to me, "Have you got my dry cleaning? Did you make something for dinner?" These sort of expectations of things that I've done during the day that are time consuming.
Yeah.
And he can't understand why I haven't got all these things done. I'm like, and I said to him the other day, look, I'm going to write you a list of everything I do during the day.
True.
So that
It's
you
true.
can
So
see,
you can see
like
it.
what is going
Yes.
on,
Yes. Yeah.
And my husband comes home, my house looks like a new pin, it's very clean. I'm like, how do you think it looks like this?
No, I know.
I'm constantly cleaning up, running around after people, picking, I've got stepkids,
Yeah.
I've got a stepdaughter who's kind of, like, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, let's talk about the whole sex part. After all of this,
Yes.
after all the whole day of work, and then after washing dishes and putting the kids to sleep,
The last thing you
The
really
last
want to
thing-
do is you just want to lay. I want to lay on the couch with my InStyle
Seriously.
magazine.
Yes.
I'm serious. I'm like, don't touch me, don't look at me. I just
Yeah.
let me sit here for a second because your kids are hanging on
Yeah.
you and you're answering so many questions all throughout the day.
Yeah.
But if I don't do it, we call it a snap, sex and a nap, and he'll usually take the nap, and I'll we have to take care of it in the afternoon.
oh,
If
that's
we-
good.
if we
Wait,
don't
that is
do
so
it-
good.
Yeah,
in the
that's great.
afternoon, you better forget about it because I am tired, and
Yeah.
if I put a show on, I'm done. By the time it's 11 o'clock, I know that
That is
clock's
so
ticking.
good.
I'm waking up at 6:30. If it doesn't get done in the day, it's like my workout. Then
Okay,
it's not
wait.
done.
How if? Okay, I have a tweet here. Hold on.
Okay.
Can I, before the tweet, how if your husband doesn't? I mean, how if he's working?
Right, my husband's schedule. He's an actor, so
Yeah,
like,
okay, so you have
he's
that, like,
he's a little
after-
maybe morning before they leave.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, because you're like you just woke up. You're you're not tired.
But that's
you
a
got-
lot. I mean, that's a
a
lot in
lot,
the morning,
yeah.
and a lot of times in the
Well,
morning
you
I
can
don't
do
have
like
time either.
Yeah.
like the quickie thing, right?
Yeah.
That quickie thing in the morning. Why
Right.
are you like that?
Well,
I
I need to
I
do
got
the
a
quick
drink
in the
on
morning.
this one.
I just find it hard to fit it, like, because my husband's schedule is so intensive.
Right.
Yeah.
I find it like oftentimes like I'll already be in bed by the time he's home,
Uh-huh.
and we're just like ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like hard. For
Does he
me.
give you a guilt trip?
Sometimes?
Does
and
he?
I'm like, hold on a minute. I'm like, hold on a minute. What about it's you as well? Like, he puts it on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, you're the one that's like working until like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's got to
And
make it a
you're
priority
like,
too.
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
So-
just
So
you.
you're gonna have to talk about it. Okay.
I know.
So let's do this. Let's read this tweet. What are the tips to keep your man happy when you are exhausted?
Well, I think just here's what I have found,
Yeah.
and I'm actually not great at this, but
Yeah.
I think just initiating. being the
I
one
know.
that
I
initiates.
think that's
because it makes
oh my
them
God, it's so good.
right. It's
yeah.
true though, right?
That's
Because
so
it
good.
makes them feel wanted,
Yeah.
and that's all they want.
Yeah.
That's all they want. They hold in a heartbeat. They'll screw whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how or
Oh my
fast
God,
or
I'm
what.
so glad you gave me that advice. No, I'm serious because
I need to take my own advice.
No,
Yeah.
because I have this like old-fashioned idea in my mind, and it's
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
that like my husband should be coming on to me.
No.
I know, but it's like that's the way I'm geared,
Right.
you know. So like you saying that to me, and I'm like, I know that I should be doing that.
Yeah.
Because you tend to look at it from your own perspective
Right.
Yeah.
and not from theirs. So
Right.
I'm thinking I need
Sometimes maybe if you know that you're tired, this is like and I tell her this,
Yeah.
and when I'm
You're the
tired, I'm
best
really
at it.
exhausted, I would be like, hey babe, let's just have like a role play. And what?
She's so good about
Yeah,
that.
and I would like tell what? Okay, I'm like you know the nanny, so I have to be quiet and I have to like not do anything because I'm the nanny, and you know your wife is like sleeping next door, so I would just like lay down and he would like do all the work.
Oh, Dave, your dirty secrets are all being told.
So then I would be like, shh, quiet. So, okay. So it's like that's the trick, and then you know it has to be quick because you know your wife is next door. You gotta like
Yeah.
it's like
I
the
love
whole,
that one.
Yeah, it's like the whole. you know, and he actually
I
loves
love
it.
it too.
And that's
He would-
fun.
And it's fun.
That keeps it fun, right?
Yeah.
And he would be done so quick because he was like in his mind, okay, fine, you're like.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Well, sometimes you don't want it to go on forever. you
Oh,
know?
that's true. Especially when it's 11 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so don't forget my book, Date Like a Girl, Marry Like a Woman. If you really want to know more about, being in a good marriage, buy this book. Okay, Danielle, I want to ask you what inspired you to do, to create play therapy?
Well, I had just had Dylan, my second.
Yeah.
And I developed my second autoimmune condition. I have vitiligo, which is white spots like Michael Jackson. And then my thyroid went super out of whack. So I started doing research. I looked at Linda Spiker, kind of helped me out, turned me on to Whole30.
Yes.
That's Jess's neighbor.
Yes.
And I found that eating paleo and Whole30 kind of keeps, your immune system quiet. And so, and when you develop one autoimmune condition, you're likely to develop a second, and then you'll just keep going. So I did this, and I felt great. I was sleeping so much better. I had so much energy, and physically, I got in really good shape.
Okay.
And so I was on a trip with Tammy Wright and
Okay.
Lisa Probst, who's married to Jeff
yeah.
Probst, was on this trip, and I didn't know her, and I was sitting next to her, and she's like, "What do you do to stay in such great shape?"
Yeah.
And I was telling her, how I started eating this way.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh my God," she goes, my stomach is so sensitive, and I have so many food allergies. Can I pay you to cook for Jeff and I? And I was like,
That's
"Well, I've
amazing.
never done
Yeah.
it, but I'll bring double what I'm making, and I'll bring it down to you guys." And they loved it. She felt like me. She had never felt better. She was sleeping great. Her energy was great, and Jeff was obsessed. And that's how Play
Wow.
Therapy was born. I would post what I was taking down to them, not say who I was taking it to.
Yeah.
And I had 10 clients in my house within a week.
But were you not worried that, having this business that you might actually forget your role as, as a wife and a husband?
I didn't even think about it because I didn't even
Yeah.
think I was starting a business. I had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was just happening, and doors were opening, and we just kept walking through those doors, and it really never even dawned on me that
Yeah.
this is a business. I feel like if you put too much thought in it, that's when things start getting messed up.
Yeah.
Like when you start thinking how many things are really on your plate. If I just keep going and going and going and checking off that list, then I'm okay. I just can't think about it too much.
I love her.
for real.
I love her. Wait, how can they find you? How can they find you?
So
Play
you can go
Therapy.
to platetherapy.com, and I'm also Play Therapy Kitchen on Instagram and Facebook. So come check us out. We're always posting our food, and
Yeah.
we're a big
It's
fitness
good.
with food. So that's kind of is what Plate Therapy is all about.
Yay. So how about you, Edwina? I mean, I know you're a business owner as well. You're starting a business now,
we're
right?
starting, so we're
Yeah.
just in the beginning
Yeah.
stages.
Okay. Tell them.
What
about
is
So
it?
what it is
Yeah.
basically is it's a cooking school.
Yeah. Love it.
I'm not a chef, but my partner Joanne is a great chef. She's Italian. She's great sort of with the Italian lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm kind of doing more the administrative side of things, and she's running the classes.
Love it.
Okay.
So it's called Malibu Italian. And we've just launched our Instagram and Facebook.
Oh my
page,
gosh, I'm so
Malibu Italian.
excited.
And then,
I like that.
Stay tuned.
We actually need
because-
that.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got more coming.
A female-driven business, which I love.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
See, look at this.
I love it. I
Look
love
at
it.
This. They have
I'm gonna have to hit
business.
you up when you find good chefs. Send them my way. Up to play therapy. Yeah, for real.
Okay, guys, what's the one thing either in your personal or professional life that you always make time for? I know yours. Okay. Anyway.
You want to go first?
You want to go first?
Oh gosh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to say my dogs?
No, a lot
no.
of women will actually relate to that.
Yeah.
I have the two cutest Pomeranians, and I'm like in love with them. But yeah, that's probably wrong to say that. But no.
Aside from that, but that's one because for now those are your kids. Like they're like your kids, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look, family's so important to me. So obviously, I try and make time for my husband.
Yeah.
My family live in Australia. I'm always trying to FaceTime with them. That's my number one priority all the time. You know, is keeping. And then I do like to take some time for myself as well.
Yeah.
But mainly, I'd say family's like number one on the agenda.
Oh,
Nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm probably the same. I mean, when I started this business, I never wanted it to be so much where I wanted to be able to always drop my kids off at 8 a.m. and pick them up at 3. And when they're out of school, I really try hard to turn my phone off and not work. I just try to work between that 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. hour. So my family.
That's important, girls.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah.
It doesn't always work out, I will be honest. I mean, like, you know, sometimes I'm still getting texts and returning emails, but I really try to be present for my kids when they come home from school, and my husband too. You know, he's supported me a lot in this business. And
oh yeah, that's right. He's actually. Oh wait, I want to ask her about this because she's also one of the co-founder, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How do you guys work in the same business?
I will tell you, it's not that easy.
It is not.
No.
I know that
because you can never get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always being talked about. He is kind of, you know, wants to do more of the producing side.
Yeah.
And ever since he is kind of stepping away, it is so much better. It's so much better. It was stressful, you know. Like he had different expectations than I had, and of the business, and he's smart when it comes to business, which he's more business savvy than I am. But you know what? I'm kind of glad that it's my business now. Yeah. So I'm gonna take it and drive it to where I want to go. Yeah.
Yes. So I love that I have this conversation. And how about you? You know, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm working now. You know, and I have kids, and we drive every weekend. It's so hard. It's really hard.
Horse.
And I know, freaking horse. No, I love horse. Anyway, this is always the question that I get from every moms out there. How do you balance it? It's just so hard. But don't stress out, girl. You know, women, ladies, don't stress out. I mean, just have like a little bit of meditation every morning, and then make sure that you have time for yourself every single day, because that's very, very important.
Can I say one thing too? I think also with our group of girls, planning a trip away. Just girls. I always come back, and we don't do it often.
Yes.
Maybe once or twice a year if we're lucky. But I always come back a much better mom and a much better wife.
Yes.
When we do that. You know, you can just get away from work and just let it all go.
Yes.
You can get
we need that.
Yeah,
we need that.
We need a girl. If I didn't have my girlfriends, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like,
we just talked about it in our previous show, that how friendship is really important.
So important.
It's so important. If without that friendship and that community, it's just hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you need them. You need those sanity with them, right?
Oh my God, I would die without it.
Always give you that, you know.
Yes.
It's like your girlfriends give you what your husband can't.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
do you have one more before we are done? I mean, I want to talk
so
more.
fast.
Do you want to ask anything else? You want to ask Danielle?
Well,
are you okay?
I'm okay, but I totally hear you on the point of working with your husband.
Yeah.
Because I did that last year with my husband.
Yes.
Disaster.
It's
So,
hard.
well, when I say disaster, that's why I'm branching into this business
with
my girlfriend, because it doesn't always work, you know?
Yes.
Because like you said, you take it home, not a good idea.
Oh, by the way, Danielle's mom was the one who advised me my first rule on my book, Date Like a Girl, Marry Like a Woman. Keep that sack empty.
Jojo, you are so wise. They've been married for like 47 years
They've
now.
been married for 47 years, and I'm telling you, she's so polished.
Yeah.
She's so poised. She's like, they're just always together and they just love each other. And
really
you know what?
do.
Her advice to Danielle, which Danielle shared to us, never say no when it comes to sex.
Yep, it's true.
So,
It
yeah.
does kind of suck because it's in the back of my mind all the
Yeah.
time. But I'm like, okay, Joe, way to go.
Shit, this is
I've
always,
learned a
this is
lot from
always
this.
available.
This is great.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. So, ladies, don't be discouraged from starting your own business. It's going to be a challenge. There are going to be days you hate it and you want to quit, but it's also going to be fulfilling, and building something from the ground up can be one of the best things that you ever do. Be patient and try to envision yourself successful, and bring that good vibe and energy into yourself and your life. Okay, tip of the day, ladies. Be a good wife, be a good mother, be a good businesswoman, be a good boss, and be a good friend. You're like, okay, that's really hard. I know that it is all hard to do, but you know what? I know that you can do this because you are a great and you are a polished woman. You have all the tools to handle all of this. You know, we are women. We know that we can. So, remember, ladies, thank you for my guest.
Yay, thank you for having us.
If you want more, we can have Danielle back. I'm gonna call you in 3 months, and I'm gonna check in with you.
Oh, cool.
If you're, if you're balancing your
Yes.
marriage, your life, and the business, we want to talk to you. And remember, ladies, love one another and try to give love to the first person you see today after watching or listening to this show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yay. So fun.
You're
So
listening
good.
to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.